Hello guys, how are you all? Hope you all are fine. So I am back with my another video which is on environmental scanning and SWOT analysis. So firstly we should know that what is environmental scanning? What are the purpose of doing environmental scanning? The purpose of scanning is the identification of opportunities and threat that affected the business for making strategic business decision. The process of collecting, analyzing and distributing information for tactical and strategic purpose. So as a part of the environmental scanning process, the organization collect informations regarding its environment and analyze it to forecast the impact of change in the environment. This eventually help the management team to make informed decision. So why we are making environmental scanning? As you see in this table, the internal environment of an organization consists of various elements like the value system, mission, objective of the organization, structure, culture, quality of employee, labor union, technological capacities. This element lie within the organization and any change in them can affect the overall success of the business. And on the other hand, an organization cannot operate in the vacuum. Also, there are many factors outside the wall of the organization which affect the function of the business. This factor constitute the external environment of the organization. So, as you see that in this table, firstly we should make the environmental scanning. There is internal factors and external factors. Then we will go to SWOT analysis. Means we should analyze our strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. Then we will come to gap analysis. Means where we presently are and where we should be going. So at the next stage, according to this gap analysis, we will make strategic planning. That is, how do we get there? When we get there? How we will get there means by adopting which technology, which strategy, through which strategy we will reach our desired result. So after that, we should know that what is environmental scanning and what are the purpose of environmental scanning. To provide strategic intelligence by evaluating potential significance environmental changes, convey both current environment status and how it is changing. Means we should analyze the trend. Alert planner to trend that are converging, that are diverging, that are interacting and accelerating or decelerating. Ideal end goal. What are our goal? We should find our goal where we have to reach in future, and according to that goal we have to make our adaptive plan, allow for adaptive plan before this trend occur or fully develop. We should analyze the trend in the market, and before that trend comes to the market, we should prepare ourselves so that we could cope up with that technology and trend. So at the next stage, what are the characteristics of environmental scanning? Often refers only to the environment that is external to the an organization, also called the macro environment. Good strategic planning require information on internal organizational factors, so wherever possible include this also. So in this environmental scanning, not only we are making our external analyzing our external organization, but also our internal environment of the organization. We should analyze our external factors also and internal factor also. So for this, what are the important factors of environmental scanning? And the important factors that content in this environmental scanning is event, trend, issues and expectations. So in events, as the name suggests, trend or event, we should find that event that are specific occurrence. What is event? That have specific occurrence which take place in different environmental sectors of a business that are important for the functioning or success of the business. Event can occur either in the internal or external environment organization can environment, and the organization can observe and track them. So for to make the business successful, we should continuously make a analysis of the events and track them. Then comes the trend. As the name suggests, trend are general course of action or tendency along which the event occurs. They are group of similar or related event which trend to move in a specific direction. Trend can be positive or negative. So by observing trend, an organization can identify any change in the strength or frequency of the event suggesting or frequency of the event that suggests the change in the respective area. Then the next came the issues. In the wake of the event or trend, some concern can arise. These are issues. Organization try to identify emerging issues so that they can take corrective measures to nip them in the bud. Identify emerging issues in the difficult task. Usually emerging issues start with the shift in the value or change in which the concern is viewed. Then the last point is expectations. Some interested groups have demand based on their concern for issues. This demand are expectations. So when we are summarizing this important factors for environmental scanning, we should see that we should analyze the event, trends, issues and expectation. In events, these are the occurrence which take place continuously in our environment. So we have to analyze and track these events always continually to make our business successful. And the trend which is always changing, we have to go with along with this trend to make our business successful. We have to always try to retain our customer through following this trend. Trend can be positive and negative also. So by observing that trend, an organization can identify any change in the strength or weakness of the event. Suggesting or frequency of the event suggest in the respective area. Means we have to follow the frequency of the event, frequency of the change of the trend. So after that there is a PEST, means acronyms for sometime rearrange as step. It can also be rearranged as step. We can call this as a PEST also or as a step. Is used to describe a framework for analysis of this macro environmental factor. A PEST analysis fits into an overall environment scan as shown. So firstly we have to make environmental scan that involves external environment and internal environment. External environment means which involves the macro environment, and internal environment we will study the micro environment. So firstly we should study the political factors. What are the political factors that are going to affect our business? So political factor includes, and this also we should know that political factor comes in the external factor. So what are the political factors that can affect our business? That include the government regulations and legal issues, and define both formal and informal rules under which the firm must operate. Some examples of these political factors are tax policy, employment laws, environment regulations, trade restrictions and tariffs, and political stability. So every business has to follow this political factors that could affect their business. So we have to go along with this, taking this political factors in our mind, and then we should plan our business so that these factors could not hinder our business. So we should follow these taxation policies, environment laws, environmental regulations. Means in environment regulation, for example, we should allocate or establish our factory far away from the residential area, so that the pollution which emerged from our business could not harm the environment. So next is trade restriction and tariff political stability. So we should go along with this political considering all these political factor also. So next is economic factor. Economic factor affect the purchasing power of potential customers and the firm's cost of capital. The following are the example of factors in the macroeconomic. That is, what all things are coming in this economic factor. That is economic growth, interest rates, exchange rates, inflation rate. So these are the economic factors like interest rate, exchange rate, inflation rate. What are the inflation rate? What are how the price is changing? What are the price of our raw materials? What we have to include in our price of the product. So we should follow this economic factor also to make our business successful. So next come the social factor. Social factor include the demographic and cultural aspects of the external macro environment. This factor affect the customer need and the size of the potential market. Some social factors include health consciousness, population growth rate, age distribution, career attitudes, emphasis on safety. So in a social factor, we will see the what are the social factors that could affect our business. First is the health consciousness. We should see that up to what level our customers are health consciousness, so that we could plan our business and we could make our product according to that analysis. And what are the population growth rate? Where in which demographic area the population is high and which area the population is low. And what are the age distribution? Means how much percentage of the population is below 15 years, or how much population is above 15 year, and how much of senior citizens are there in the populations. So we should make our product according to the age distribution also, and we should focus on that group which for which we are making the product. If we are making the children's product, then we will focus on children's group, and if we were making a product that will provide benefit to the senior citizen, then we will focus on the advertisement and our strategy according to the senior citizen. So then the career attitude, and then emphasis on safety. So we should also consider the safety process in our business. So the last point is technological factor. The technological factor can lower barrier to entry, reduce minimum efficient production level, and influence outsourcing decision. Some technological factors include research and development activity, automation, technological incentives, rate of technological change. So in technological factor, this factor also affect our business hugely. For example, how much research and activity we are conducting in our organization. What are the rate of automation in our organization? What are the technological incentives we are getting from the government? And what are the rate of technological change? At what rate the technology is keep on changing in our industries? So we should adapt to the latest technology by continuously monitoring the technological factors. So, after making a environmental scanning, we should come to the SWOT analysis. In SWOT analysis, we should find our strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. In strength, the firm's strength are its resource and capabilities that can be used as a basis for developing a competitive advantage. Example of some strength include patent, strong brand names, good reputations among customers, cost advantage from proprietary know-how, exclusive access to high-grade natural resource, favorable access to distribution network. So after making a plan in our mind, we should analyze our strength, weakness, opportunities, and that we are getting. So in strength, we should analyze what are the strength of our business, on which basis we can grow our business and make our business successful. So the firm's strength are its resources and capacity. In every firms, the human resources are the most valuable assets of our organization, and the next came our raw material. From where we are getting raw material and from where we are getting the human resource. So that should be considered. That can be used as a basis for developing a competitive advantage. So our human resource are the ladder from which we can go to the we can reach to our success, and we will take the competitive advantage according to the resources we have and the capabilities we have. Example for such strength may be patent. If we will get the patent right on any technology, then it will be our strength. Strong brand name is if we will promote through advertisement, through our strategy, we will be able to build our brand name, that will be our strength. Then good reputations among customers. Through our services and product quality, we can build up our good reputations in the market. That will be our strength. Cost advantage from proprietary know-how, and we should build our strength through distribution network. We should design our distribution network so that it will reach to every section of the society. In we should consider all the demographic area, and we should focus on all the area equally. So next come the weaknesses. So we should analyze what are our weaknesses, and we have to work on that. The absence of certain strength may be viewed as weakness. For example, each of the following may be considered as weakness. Weakness means lack of patent protection, a weak brand name, or poor reputations among customers, high cost structure, lack of access to the best natural resource, lack of access to key distribution channel. Means what this the presence of all these factor will make our business or give our business strength, but the absence of this all factors will bring a weakness to our organization. For example, if we don't have any patent right and we will adopt any technology, then that technology, through that technology, all are making the product in the market. So there is a high level of competition in the market. We have to fight with lots of competitors in the market. And the weak brand name, if we are not able to build a strong brand name, that will be our weaknesses. And we if we are failed to give a good customer services or give a poor quality product, then that will become our weakness. And if the manufacturing or production cost is very high, then that will affect our competitive aspects of our business. Lack of access to the best natural resource, if we are getting a natural resource in higher cost, then that will affect our profit. So next is opportunities. What opportunities we are getting from our environment? An external environment analysis may reveal certain new opportunities for profit and growth. Some examples of such opportunities include an unfulfilled customer need, arrival of new technology, loosening of regulations, removal of international trade barrier. So, unfulfilled customer need. What does it means? It means that if the present competitors are making a product according to customer need, but then also if the customer needs are still not fulfilled, then we could work on that area. We should take an idea from the existing business and develop our own business to satisfy customer fully. That will be the opportunities. If customers are still not satisfied with the product in the market, so that is the opportunity for us. We should try to fulfill the customer need by developing a new product from the existing product, and adding new features to our product. Then arrival of any new technology. If the new technology certainly enters in the market, the demand of that product will rise suddenly. So we should take the advantage of that situation, and we should adopt the new technology which are arriving in the market to make our business to make our business successful. Then removal of international trade barrier. If there is a liberty in the trade barrier, then we should take the advantage of that opportunities. Then what are the threats for our business? Change in the external environment also may present threat to the firm. Some example of such threats include shift in customer taste away from the firm's product. What are the threats? If suppose if we are making a new product, or we are launching a new product in the market, and suddenly our competitors bring a new product, or the need of the customer changes, then that is the threat for our business. And emergence of substitute product, new regulation, or increased trade barrier. And if we are starting our new business and our competitors is launching a new product in the market, and we are still on that old technology and making a old product, and our competitors are making a product that will satisfy our customers, then that will be the threat for us. Emergence of substitute product. If we are making any product and our competitors make the same product in a low cost, then that will be a threat for us. And if if there is a new laws and regulations comes in the market, that will also affect our business. And if the trade barrier also increase, then that will hinder our businesses, and that will destroy our plan, and we have to make a new plan according to changing trend. We have to make a fresh plan with new ideas, so that we could cope up with the market. So this is all about environmental scanning and SWOT analysis. I think you all must have understand this, and thank you for being with me. Thank you all.